Have you ever looked at the clock at 2 a.m., then 3 a.m., and wondered why you're still awake? Your body feels tired, but your mind just won't settle down. We turn from side to side, pull the blanket up, close our eyes, but somehow sleep has quietly slipped away. If this has been happening more often after 60, it may not be just aging. One quiet reason could be a drop in serotonin, the neurotransmitter, that helps us feel calm, relaxed, and ready to drift into deep sleep. As serotonin naturally declines over the years, the brain has a harder time unwinding. The body may produce melatonin less efficiently, and sleep becomes lighter, easier to interrupt in the middle of the night. Then morning comes and we wake up feeling heavy. Our memory doesn't feel as sharp. Our mood dips more easily. The energy just isn't there for the day ahead. Many people start to believe maybe this is just part of getting older, but it doesn't have to be that way. The good news is we don't have to rely on sleeping pills to support better rest. There are familiar, easy-to-find foods right in our own kitchen that may gently help the body boost serotonin naturally. With small but consistent changes, we can help our bodies find a more balanced rhythm again. If you feel this topic could help you or someone you love over 60, take a moment to like this video so it can reach more people who might need it. And now let's begin with the first group of foods, the ones that provide the foundation your body needs to produce serotonin naturally. Now let's begin with the first group of foods, the ones that provide the raw materials your body needs to make serotonin. That raw material is called tryptophan. The name might sound a little technical, but it's something your body knows very well. When we have enough tryptophan, the brain is better able to produce serotonin, helping us relax, fall asleep more easily, and enjoy deeper rest. One of the simplest yet most valuable foods we can talk about is the egg. Many of us are used to eating eggs for breakfast, but we rarely think of them as a gentle option for dinner. Eggs are naturally rich in tryptophan. They also contain vitamin B, 6B12, and choline, important nutrients that support brain health, memory, and focus as we get older. When we eat eggs in the evening, especially paired with a small portion of complex carbohydrates like sweet potatoes or whole grains, the body can absorb tryptophan more effectively. That means the brain has more of what it needs to produce serotonin naturally. Sometimes a simple dinner, a boiled egg with vegetables and a little sweet potato, can quietly make a difference. Small, consistent changes like this may help us fall asleep more easily and wake up feeling clear in the morning. And the best part is, it's a gentle, safe approach that fits well for those of us over 60. In this same group of tryptophan-rich foods, we can't overlook turkey, a familiar favorite in many American homes, especially around the holidays. But its benefits go far beyond special occasions. Turkey is one of the richest natural sources of tryptophan. When we enjoy a moderate portion at dinners, we're giving the body more material to produce serotonin, the calming chemical that helps the brain unwind and prepare for sleep. And once serotonin is converted into melatonin, the body receives a signal that it's time to rest. Many people over 60 say they don't struggle with sleep because they aren't tired. They struggle because their minds won't slow down. Thoughts about family, health, or the past keep replaying. When we provide enough tryptophan through foods like turkey, the brain often begins to settle. Tension eases in a natural way. Turkey can be prepared simply, lightly pan-seared with olive oil, made into a warm evening soup, or sautéed with colorful vegetables. Pairing it with brown rice, quinoa, or sweet potatoes can further improve tryptophan absorption. A gentle dinner like that may help shorten the time it takes to fall asleep, so we're not lying awake in the dark for hours. And most importantly, we're nourishing our bodies in a natural, sustainable, hopeful way. Alongside eggs and turkey, there's a small but powerful food many of us overlook: pumpkin seeds. They may look simple, but they are one of the richest natural sources of tryptophan. Just a small handful can provide the body with enough building blocks to begin producing serotonin. What makes pumpkin seeds even more special is that they offer more than just tryptophan. They're rich in magnesium, a mineral that helps relax muscles and calm the nervous system, especially helpful if we feel tense or restless at night. They also contain zinc, which supports brain function and mood balance. And their healthy fats can help keep blood sugar more stable overnight, reducing the chances of waking due to energy fluctuations. Once absorbed tryptophan from pumpkin seeds is converted into serotonin and then into melatonin, the hormone that gently signals it's time to sleep. It's a natural and steady process. We can enjoy 1 to 2 tablespoons of lightly roasted, unsalted pumpkin seeds about 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. They can be eaten with a small banana or mixed into a warm bowl of oatmeal in the evening. Linda, a 68-year-old woman from Ohio, used to wake up around 2:30 a.m. and struggle to fall back asleep. After adding a tablespoon of roasted pumpkin seeds to her dinner, sometimes mixed into warm oatmeal, and keeping that habit for about 2 weeks, she noticed something change. She still woke up occasionally, but the anxious, restless feeling had eased, and she found it easier to drift back to sleep. Sometimes it's these small changes, something as simple as a spoonful of pumpkin seeds before bed, that bring new hope to long nights that once felt endless. We've just talked about foods that are rich in tryptophan, the raw material your body uses to make serotonin. But here's something many people don't realize: tryptophan alone isn't enough. Our bodies need a little extra support to help that tryptophan reach the brain and be converted efficiently into serotonin. This is where oatmeal comes in. Many of us are used to having oatmeal in the morning, but a warm bowl of oatmeal in the evening, about half a cup cooked, can become a quiet companion for better sleep. Oatmeal is a complex carbohydrate. That simply means it helps tryptophan enter the brain more easily, allowing serotonin production to happen more smoothly. It also helps stabilize blood sugar throughout the night. After 60, blood sugar swings can sometimes be one of the hidden reasons we wake up in the middle of the night without knowing why. When energy is released slowly and steadily, the body is less likely to get those sudden wake-up signals. Oatmeal is also rich in fiber and magnesium, both helpful for digestion and calming the nervous system. We can add a sprinkle of flax seeds, a few banana slices, or a little cinnamon for extra flavor and nutrition. A simple warm bowl like that can sometimes mean deeper sleep and fewer nighttime awakenings. And most importantly, we're nourishing our bodies with patience and gentle care, something we truly deserve at this stage of life. The second food in this absorption support group, right after oatmeal, is something very familiar. Almost always sitting in the kitchen of many American homes: bananas. Bananas aren't just a convenient snack. For those of us over 60, they can be a quiet helper for sleep. Bananas contain magnesium, potassium, and even tryptophan, a powerful combination. Magnesium and potassium help relax the muscles and calm the nervous system, especially helpful if we experience muscle tightness, restlessness, or occasional leg cramps at night. When the body relaxes, the brain finds it easier to rest too. If we eat a small banana about 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime, the body has time to absorb these nutrients naturally. We might pair it with a few almonds or add a small drizzle of honey to help support tryptophan absorption. It's a very simple snack, but one that can make a meaningful difference. Take Robert, for example, 71 years old, living in Arizona. He used to wake up in the middle of the night with tightness in his calves. After making a habit of eating the small banana with a few almonds before bed for about 3 weeks, he noticed fewer cramps and found himself falling asleep faster. What he appreciated most was the feeling that his body was gradually relaxing without relying on anything harsh or extreme. Sometimes something as simple as a banana can help us fall asleep faster and sleep more deeply, leading to gentler, more hopeful mornings. Now let's talk about something many people over 60 have never been told: more than 90% of the body's serotonin is actually produced in the gut. That's right, not just in the brain. Our digestive system is a major factory for the chemical that helps regulate mood and sleep. After 60, the gut microbiome often isn't as strong as it used to be. We may notice more bloating, slower digestion, or discomfort after dinner. And when the gut is out of balance, serotonin production can be affected too. That's why caring for the gut is so important when it comes to improving sleep. One simple but powerful option is Greek yogurt. It's rich in protein, contains beneficial probiotics, and also provides tryptophan, the building block for serotonin. When we have a small serving about 30 to 60 minutes before bed, those healthy bacteria help balance the gut, creating a better environment for natural serotonin production. We can pair it with a few fresh berries or a small drizzle of honey. It's gentle on the stomach and won't spike blood sugar suddenly at night. When digestion feels calm and steady, we not only feel more comfortable, we often sleep more deeply. Sometimes better sleep doesn't start in the bedroom. It starts with a healthier gut. The second food in this gut-brain support group is a small fruit that has actually been studied for sleep: kiwi. Not many foods have been directly researched for their effect on sleep, but kiwi has. In one study of adults who regularly struggle with sleep, eating 2 kiwis about 1 hour before bed for 4 weeks led to noticeable improvements. Participants fell asleep faster, slept longer, and reported better overall sleep quality. So what makes kiwi so special? It naturally contains serotonin and is rich in vitamin C, which helps reduce oxidative stress, something that tends to increase as we age. Kiwi also provides folate, which supports mood regulation, and because it has a low glycemic index, it doesn't cause a sudden spike in blood sugar at night. For those of us over 60, it's light, easy to digest, and doesn't feel heavy before lying down. We can enjoy 1 or 2 green or golden kiwis about 45 to 60 minutes before bedtime. No need to combine it with anything complicated. Just enjoy it as part of a calming evening routine. If you often feel tired but still struggle to fall asleep at the beginning of the night, kiwi might be a small but hopeful step. Sometimes a gentle change from nature is exactly what the body has been waiting for. Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture in a simple, clear way. Instead of thinking about each food separately, it helps to remember them in 3 important groups. The first group provides the raw materials for serotonin foods like eggs, turkey, and pumpkin seeds. These are the foundation, the first building blocks of natural sleep. The second group supports conversion and keeps blood sugar stable at night: oatmeal and bananas. When blood sugar doesn't swing up and down, we're less likely to wake up in the middle of the night. And finally, the third group supports the gut-brain connection: Greek yogurt and kiwi. When the gut is healthy, serotonin production improves and sleep becomes deeper and more restful. When we understand it this way, everything feels simpler, more logical, and easier to apply in daily life. Alongside food, there's another piece that's just as important, and sometimes we overlook it. That's our daily lifestyle. The truth is, serotonin and melatonin don't depend only on what we eat. They're also deeply influenced by how we live each day. If possible, try to include some gentle movement during the day. It doesn't have to be intense exercise. A slow walk around the neighborhood, tending to the garden, or a few light stretches are enough to improve circulation and send a signal to the brain that the body is active and well. When the body moves during the day, it rests more easily at night. Sunlight is more powerful than we often realize. About 20 to 30 minutes of morning or early afternoon sun helps regulate our internal biological clock. When that clock is in sync, the brain knows exactly when it's time to be alert and when it's time to feel sleepy. Managing stress is just as essential. At this stage of life, we may carry many thoughts, concerns about family health or finances. But before bed, give yourself a few quiet minutes. Take slow, deep breaths. Read a gentle page from a book. Listen to soft music. These small rituals help calm the nervous system. And finally, try to go to bed at the same time each night. When we keep a consistent rhythm, the body gradually learns to feel sleepy at the right hour. Sleep doesn't come from just one food. It's the result of a balanced lifestyle, one we build with care, patience, and kindness toward ourselves each day. Dear friends, if lately we've been waking up in the middle of the night, staring at the clock, and wondering why sleep isn't what it used to be, please remember this: our bodies are not broken. They're simply changing with time, and we can gently support those changes with the right daily choices. Deep sleep doesn't usually come from anything complicated. Sometimes it begins with a simple dinner, a small bedtime habit, or a little more patience with ourselves. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing it with a loved one over 60 who may be quietly struggling with sleep. A small change might be all it takes to help them rediscover calmer mornings and steadier energy. And don't forget to subscribe to Strong Health Way so we can continue this journey together with guidance that's natural, safe, and grounded in science for a healthier, more peaceful life as we age.